Good evening. There are few corners of the massive state of California not feeling the impact of the relentless line of storms that have been hammering Golden State residents for days, leaving at least 17 people dead. The latest wave hitting overnight and this morning, collapsing hillsides, submerging bridges, washing away roads, amid some 300 reports of flooding during the last 24 hours. Symptoms of a changing climate.
Disaster costs for 2022 easily exceed $165 billion.
Climate change is warming the whole planet. That includes the atmosphere and the oceans. What that means for us is that the atmosphere is able to hold more moisture. So these storms can be bigger.
Tonight, our changing planet as our new normal becomes even more extreme. Miguel Almaguer.
Well, hello chaps, welcome back to the British Broadcasting Service for January 11th. My name is Reagan, the Doom Wizard, and I want to go through some climate news, so you should stay liked and subscribed to this channel. Thank you, welcome all you little
meat sauce.
I wanted to begin today with an article from CBC News. Climate change is forcing wildlife to move north, and they're bringing diseases with them. Surprise, more interaction between humans and wildlife like ticks means rise of spreading diseases. Playing with fire here, guys. We're playing with fire. I do not need to elaborate on that. Moving on. How about a graph from CNBC? Oi. One simple graph shows why we need to study ways of reflecting sunlight to cool the earth. For the first time, the quadrennial UN-backed Montreal Protocol Assessment report included an entire chapter addressing stratospheric aerosol injection, more colloquially called solar engineering. That was a mouthful. It's a way to cool the atmosphere by injecting sunlight-reflecting particles, like what happens when naturally occurring with volcanic eruptions. One simple concept graph. Let's go look at the graph thing. I'm just try to assess this from an IQ of 100. You know, the babbling morons that occupy the surface of this planet. Peak shaving scenario for SAI, abbreviated. See, the temperature goes up decades. We have to mitigate and CO2 removal, low end of global warming. So I guess the yellow line means we remove stuff? And then, I don't know, we limit it due to the aerosol. The line goes down, not up. Global surface temperature. Wow. Yeah, we're totally hopeless, my friends. Totally beyond hopeless. Though we can be rest assured that the Pentagon telling Bush in 2004 about a secret report of rioting and nuclear war, Britain will be Siberian in less than 20 years, threat to the world is greater than terrorism, essentially a secret report suppressed by the U.S. defense chiefs, this is from The Guardian, saying back then in 20 years we could cause rising seas to plunge Britain into Siberian conflict. Mega droughts, famine, and widespread rioting will erupt across the world. Looks like we're right on time, in fact. And of course, Mr. Old Bush from Texas didn't appreciate that. 11th of January, climate and economy update. This one is important, okay? I know it gets kind of redundant. Relentless rise of ocean heat content drives deadly extremes. Ocean heat content reached a new record high for the fourth year in a row, scientists said Wednesday. They released their annual measurements. Findings published in journal Advances in Atmospheric Science, the planet sees absorbed about 10 zetajoules of heat, equivalent to 100 times the world's total annual electricity production. What? Relentless rain and record heat fueled all over the world. Quote, we need to understand if these events are signs that things are getting hotter faster than we had expected. A world rapidly warming. From Edition CNN, the last 8 years have been the warmest on record. 2022 was the fifth warmest since the records began. Last summer was Europe's warmest on record by a clear margin. 12 European countries actually broke a monthly temperature record in 2022. 2022 is Russia's second warmest after 2020. Madagascar's unique wildlife faces imminent wave of extinction. Really? These cute things? God damn it. We ruin everything. We ruin everything. It'll take thousands of years for us to recover. Actually, hundreds of thousands. If we actually, nah, it's going to take millions of years. With all the radioactive like plants melting down, just forget about it. We're not going to, people come to my channel and they say, oh, we're going to like, oh, we'll regrow again and restart. No, no, no. We don't survive when there's like temperatures above this range. Like you can't survive. It will be, and then the diseases that are spreading through ticks, you're not going to make it. And that's not to say I'm not getting armed, though. Hundreds of residents from rural towns, Australia, have been told to prepare for as worst of the bushfire spreads out of control. I'm sure my friend in Australia knows about this. Friends, plural. Kimberley floods left hundreds homeless, killing thousands of wombats. The bloody wombats. Tipping points. We're crossing tipping points. You like my Hester voice? New Zealand has again charted on its hottest year on record, 2022, taking the place of 2021. Coral reefs are under threat from hidden heat waves. We know this. We know this. Wildfires rage in Uruguay. Death toll rises to 17 and likely to grow. Remember, half a foot of water and this is according to Newsom, and you're floating a foot and your car cannot make it through the day. California snowpack, though, 215% of normal. And everyone's like in the comments, what about the drought that we're in? Again, we had to look at the charts. The colors might tell us something. Tampa saw record-breaking warmth above normal rainfall in 2022. And Maine has seen the warmest start of January on record. They're just sort of briefly like passing over it in mainstream now. People are connecting the dots. This modern form of civilization cannot endure past this decade. And I'm biding my time. You know, I those are who are aware and those who aren't. So many people say like, you know, how do we manage to keep our sanity through this? It's like, there's not many more people more patient than I am. And what I mean is like, I'm waiting. Fine, drive around me in your luxury vehicles and flaunt your jewelry and say it doesn't matter and we can tame nature and we own it. Yeah, just keep walking around completely arrogant and fucking Americans. All you channels out there, Jocko talking about leadership and, you know, waking up. All you just fucking boomer trash, self-fulfilling, you know, just a pathetic attempt to build some monument to yourself. I'm biding my time. Don't fucking cross my path in about 8 years. Or less. When our industrial civilization breaks down from the warnings that all the scientists have been telling you, us, and your surprise, I just might take you out of your misery. It doesn't matter that we're overpopulated. It doesn't matter that aerosols fall out of the sky and we're in a Faustian dilemma. This is a moral stance I'm taking. If you cannot be cognizant and aware of what's happening to your home, then you're worthless. You are a lesser human being. Aliens. Yes, they're looking at you like complete trash. What am I doing? Hey, look, I'm trying to spread the message. I tried going eco-efficient. There's only so much I could do within my means. I was not consulted about the design phase of this. And this might turn some people off. I might lose some subscribers. Like, who am I to think, you know, what can I say? Oh, I know exactly what I'm saying. You don't give a fuck about your friends, family, other people. If you don't care about other people, I don't care about you. This has been your January 11th, 2023 update. Don't get swept by floodwaters, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.